In the past 24 hours, I made 50 Solana or $7,000 just by trading meme coins. So what I'm going to do is walk through these trades, go over why I did what I did, my strategy, and hopefully this will be insightful and help you on your meme coin trading journey as well. First things first, if you're looking to join my community, you can do so. This is Canto Labs. You can click the link to the Discord right there. And one thing to note is that all of the coins that I did buy, I either found on my own, through a friend, in another group, scanning Photon, right? Like, I'm always looking for stuff and I always end up posting it in the shitcoin chat within my Discord anyway. So just wanted to start off with that because I know a lot of people are going to ask, like, how did you find this? And it's just like, I just filter on Photon for coins that have volume. I'm constantly looking at stuff, and I also have like other resources as well. So that's kind of how that goes. But we're gonna hop into the trades and we're gonna talk about what went down. So first of all, yesterday specifically, I did go 5 for 5. I didn't take a loss on anything, which I was pretty happy about considering that I did take some losses a couple days ago. The first coin that I traded was Flocka. So this was Waka Flocka's coin. I basically just sat around and I waited with noties on for Flocka because he was going to drop a meme coin and everyone was like waiting for him to post the contract address on his Twitter. So I just stayed up until like 2 in the morning. And right when I saw it, I think it was already like pumping by the time that I got into it, but I basically just slammed my buys like as hard as I could, and I ended up putting in 50 SOL and I made 25 SOL. You could see these were my buys, so I basically was getting in like, it was like right around here, and then I was selling like right up here. So this right here ended up being the total, so I put in 50, sold for 75. That was the profit on that one. And my thought on this, honestly, was that a lot of people were just waiting for it. I had no intention of holding this. I really just wanted to get in quick and get out. That's mainly how I like to trade anyway. So the next one is Billy. So this coin, I actually found it at like 1.8 million market cap, but there wasn't really anything that separated it besides it was just like a cute dog coin, which we've seen a million times. And at the same time, this was when Flocka was like going to launch, so I didn't really pay much attention to this. And then Binance responded to one of their tweets, so it ended up going crazy because everyone just lost their mind over that shit. But yeah, so I ended up finding this like basically right here and didn't take the trade until it started to crash. So as you can see, like right here, I bought a ton. Like I put in a lot right here. This had to have been, I have to say like maybe 80 SOL, and then I ended up selling on this rally right here. So I ended up making, I think, 16 SOL on this trade specifically. And then I also wanted to do the same thing. I saw that this coin had crashed again and it was kind of ranging here and it did have this wick down. So I didn't really feel necessarily too good about it. So I ended up just selling. That ended up being a mistake because I did have 80 SOL in here again. And if I had just held, I would have probably made around 60 or so. And the time between when I sold and it mooning was about 2 hours. But also this didn't really feel like the best trade because this is also around the time that everyone started speculating on the Donald Trump coin and whether or not that one's real or not. So I didn't really feel comfortable sitting in it, even though I did feel like it was oversold. I just had too much in it. If I could go back in retrospect, I probably just would have entered this with like 10 SOL instead of like a lot, like a much bigger stack. So that's kind of like my, if I had to go back, like I would probably have just like put in 10, like whatever happens, and then see from there. But so yeah, so this ended up being like the total of everything. So yeah, I guess it wasn't 16, it was like 14. So that was my trades on Billy. I made it twice. And then the last one was this coin called Bobby. So this launched after Billy. And similar kind of thing, like I was just looking for oversold areas. Like this right here felt like it had wicked down pretty hard. Like I think the top was like 3 million. It wicked down to like 1.2. So that was basically like a 60 to 70% drawback. So I was like, whatever, I'll buy into it. So I did, ended up buying, selling in and out real quick. And then I kept watching it and I saw that it dipped to right here. It was like 500K. I ended up selling up here at like 800. So the same kind of thing. Like a lot of what I personally try to do is I like to buy when it looks like things are dead. Like when you see a coin that's like down 60 or 70%, like that's normally when I like to buy, because I just, especially if it's down more than that, but generally buying red candles, if you're buying at the right time, like is a lot better than chasing at times. And I would say that I don't necessarily go for like 5 to 10 X's. Like I like to go for like a 50% to 2 to 3X, like that kind of gain with size, and just get in and get out. Because the thing is like the market is so fragile. You never know like when something can collapse. I'm sure a lot of people could resonate with this. There's only like a handful of coins that you could have realistically held that would have gone up over time. And so that's why for me, I like to just get in and get out. Last thing I want is to have like 50 soul in a coin that is a day old and you don't really know if it's going to have like lasting power. Like these things take time. So yeah, that's like a lot of what I did yesterday. And then, yeah, I walked, if you add all those up, walked away with 50 sold just by doing that. And then on a more like general level, I will say that now that Bitcoin is dumping a little bit, all these celeb coins, and just with like a lot of this weird speculation over like, oh, is Donald Trump's coin real? Is it not? Is Ryan Garcia's coin real? Is it not? I think a lot of people are starting to get a little frustrated because it's like there's not like a ton of info that is being given to us on a lot of these coins, at least like in the past like day or two. And so my plan and what I want to do is I'm just going to look for coins that have a ton of volume. I might trade it on the way up, but I'm definitely going to trade it when it is when it's down a lot. And I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to stick to my strat, because every time I end up moving away from my strategy personally, I end up getting cooked. And so I would prefer to just stick with doing what I'm doing. We're learning, we're having fun, and so I'm happy doing what I'm doing. So anyway, thank you guys for watching the video per usual. Definitely join my Discord, drop me a follow. If you have any questions or anything, let me know down below. But yeah, I'm just gonna head back to the trenches and keep crushing it. So I'll see you guys later.